Good evening and welcome to Friday evening football right here at the Raymond E. Gishard Technical Center football field, precisely. And this evening match sees the attackers playing in the blue and white strip. They will be taking on the Salsa ballers in the green and white strip this evening as we kick off week 6 of our matches for the Angular Male Senior Tournament 2022. And it's going to be another mouth-watering encounter. Last week, Friday, we didn't present any matches due to the passing of a relative for one of the players for the attackers team. So they were slated to play the Ducks last week, Friday. That match was rescheduled. And today, as we kick off the weekend, week 6 of our matches here, we will see the attackers again on this Friday evening taking on the Salsa Ballers, the new and improved Salsa Ballers. Both teams so far for the season have, put in a pretty good showing. They're just there and thereabout mid-table, so to speak. And the Salsa Ballers, they have looked certainly the more impressive of the two teams that have played so far. They have played some good brand of football. Did lose a match against the defending champions, the Roaring Lions, a hard-fought 1-0 that they would have lost, but they have since come into their own and have really displayed a good brand of football, and we are certainly looking for no less than that this evening. The attackers themselves, they they have not played many matches due to some rescheduling of games, and so they're certainly sure that they will be looking to get back into the pick of things just to keep themselves in the runnings with regards to the positioning on the table. So the referee in the middle, the man in charge of this match is Mr. Kamal Harden Hodge. He's assisted by the voice of choice, John Millington, and over on the far side, we've got the youngster, is that White or Harley? Yes, Harley. And the match have started with the Salsa Ballers and the attack, which is an infringement there, just in the middle of just about 5 yards away from the center circle, and it's going to be a free kick for the attackers taken quickly by the man Terence Casarajas. As I say, welcome and good evening to my commentator, the man himself, Doc. Good evening, welcome. It's another good game of football here in store for our viewers and our listeners this evening.
Oh yes, good afternoon, Tony, and good afternoon to all those taking our commentaries live here on AI Live, as we will be seeing the Salsa Ballers taking on the Attackers FC. As is a corner over on the left-hand side to the Attackers, put in towards the penalty area, heads going up, and this one will be cleared now. Lineup for the Salsa Ballers will read a lot of their usuals. The man Colin Brad Cannonier, the number 16. Shemaine Naldo Charles, the number 9. Jordan Deans, the number 4. Desroy Finley wearing number 8. Joran Gale will be the number 5 today. Eric Gokaran, their captain, number 12. Ricardo John, number 10. Tariq John, the number 3. Josiah Perez in goal wearing number 1. Roscoe, that's Joella Roscoe, the number 2, playing at center back. And it will be Tyreek Sutherland wearing the number 6 today. While for the attackers, it's the man Beard who will be wearing number 3. Javier Special Brooks, number 14. Randy Gomez will be making his first start today. along with Garfield Lewis making his first start of the season wearing number 22. Mason will be wearing number 23. As here comes Ricardo Jana driving away. Ricardo into the area. Ricardo tries to cut this one back towards Jaron Gale, and the end is cut out only as far as that's Finlay out there, I believe. Oh, no, it's Finlay on the ball. As it's chipped in towards the area, looking towards Ricardo Jana, and it can be cleared now. It's Cardinal Renee, the number 9. Kadeem Riley will be wearing the number 7. Terrence Rogers, the number 10. Tariq Sampson will be wearing 20. Chadwick Samuel, the number 17. And Rasheem Thompson, number 8.
Yes, and certainly the both teams are just trying to set themselves together to gain the position in midfield, especially. But we so far have seen some real composed playing from the back line there of the Salsa ballers. The attackers, they will have other ideas. Here is the man Cardinal.
Cardinal goes inside towards Kadeem Riley, who's driving. Riley gets on the outside, has a shot at goal. Oh, that's wonderful. That is absolutely spectacular. Kadeem Riley with a contender for goal of the season. What a start to this one.
Well, the goalkeeper there in the Salsa Ballers goal, he looks very, very, very upset. Probably just wonder in what has just taken place, but it was a good move there by the striker there for the attackers. Really not good defending there from the defense there for the Salsa Ballers at all. At least he could have at least try and hold up the attacker there, but just getting around too easy and really rasping a shot there. The keeper had no chance, absolutely, and it means that the Salsa Ballers will certainly be looking to do much better as they continue through this game. All it is yet, we're only into the 5th minute of play, and it's 1-0.
As keeper will come and collect. That was certainly a wonderful strike. And that came due to 2 pieces of lazy defending. First from Eric Gokaran, then from Joel Orozco, both being beaten rather easily. And what a shot from Kadeem Riley. He's been capable of that all season, and just showing why the attackers work so hard for his signature. Here come the Salsa Ballers with Gokaran. Back to Joel Orozco. Orozco fires one out wide towards Brad. Brad into Ricardo John, who goes back towards Tyreek Sutherland, who loses out. Here comes the number 22 in Garfield. Garfield Lewis loses out to Ricardo John. John is driving. John wins a free kick.
Yes, certainly. Upended there, trying to make a move. And you can see he's trying to pull a quick pass there, but Casa there not allowing that at all. But certainly will need to have themselves settled a bit more. It seems as though the attackers, they have, as a team that have started on the front foot so far, doing most of the pressing. And the Salsa Ballers certainly will definitely need to get into their own on all levels. We have seen 1 or 2 players been playing very well so far at the back there. John looking very composed, but has not gotten the support from the middle of field with regards to his team.
Chipped over the top, looking for Ricardo John. Now picked up by a number 10 in Casa. Casa, he did have Garfield Lewis waiting, but now it's with Jordan Deans. Deans out wide to Jaron Gale. Back to Brad. Brad now will find Deans once again. Deans trying to slip one through there, loses out, only as far as Brad once again, who's dispossessed by Cardinal Renee. And he can't keep it in play, and the Salsa Ballers will have a throw. Deans picks it up again now. Still Deans. Now Gale. Gale and Ricardo John turns, gets past a couple to Jaron Gale, who gets inside. Gale has an effort. Ooh, that was not too far away.
Good effort there by Gale there, almost coming very, very close there. But good move there on the part of both players there for the Salsa Ballers. And a good shot taken in the end, but no damage to the attackers team. And Casa, who seems to be playing in the defensive position, is just holding on a little too long with the ball there, and
Whipped
can be
in
found
towards
wanting.
Cardinal Rene. Rene trying to turn. And again, that's very good defending by the Salsa Ballers. Ball forward towards Ricardo John. John, who can break away. We've seen him do it time and time again thus far this season. Gets inside, lays this one off now towards Tyreek Sutherland, who goes further out wide. They're still going on the Salsa Ballers. Chance for a shot. That's a good save.
Wow, that's a good move there. Good built-up play there from the Salsa Ballers, and I thought the attacker there could have done even a lot more better with that one, but good goalkeeping there, I must add, by the goalkeeper, really coming across and narrowing. I don't think he got the power that he really wanted on that shot as well, but good goalkeeping there.
Corner comes in, and it's cleared out once again. It will be another corner. Salsa Ballers.
So the Salsa Ballers, it seems as though they're just hitting their strides now, and they're really making a push to get that equalizer.
Again, a rather disappointing ball whipped in. They can't get the elevation right. It's going to be a third corner now. This one taken short. This time a ball is whipped in, and Casa will head it clear. Not gone yet as the volley comes in, it's deflected, and the keeper does well to hold on.
Yes, keeper looking very sharp there.
Taken long. Taken down now by Tyreek John. Finds Brad. And Brad will lose out. Here comes the Salsa Ballers with Garfield Lewis. Forward to Chadwick. Chadwick takes a long touch. Perez won't get there. And Chadwick puts it just wide. What a start for the attackers.
Maybe just a little late in coming. I was a little bit hesitant, the goalkeeper there in goal, but did just enough to put the attacker there, Chadwick Samuels, off. And that's a shot, but I would want to think that if he would have, make the attempt earlier, he probably could have gotten a lot more closer to it. But in the end, good narrowing and causing the attacker to really put that one off as well.
Well,
That's Brad.
Ballers have a player making their way down into the dressing room, as it looks like that's Jaron Gale who may be the man down.
They just probably just might have just pulled something. I've seen the Salsa Baller look a lot more composed, especially that tall central defender. He has not been in the pick of things yet. Just probably still trying to get the kinks out.
Oh, that's risky. Ricardo John is through. Here comes Ricardo John. John trying to get inside, and that's very good defending by Special.
Yes, good defending there. And I probably might want to see a little patience with the Salsa Ballers because they have not played a match for quite some time since the break, and just looking a little bit on the rusty side of things here, but
not just played it. I don't think they've trained in a long time as well. Been looking for them up at OKPS. Don't know if they've moved their training area, but I've not seen them at all training this week as a man goes down, but referee Harding has nothing there. Lumped up field. as it looks like it'll be Mason who's playing at center back with Special. Mason usually a midfielder playing for the Enforcers for a long period of time, but I guess when the legs get a bit old, they drop further back. So he's gone into center back now, as Garfield Lewis is trying to keep up with Jaron Gale and does so very well.
Not too sure how many more of those runs Garfield can make, but in this case did well in defending Jaron Gale running in and goal. He was able to clear that one, but the
Well, the attackers, they do have the man Romain Kabi on the bench, who would probably be their automatic replacement if Garfield wouldn't be able to continue. We know he's not really in the best physical condition right now, having coming off some long-term nagging injuries.
yes, and the one of the complaints that he would have made was that after he would have played a match next day, he's no good for himself. So
it was going to be Tyreek Sutherland on the free kick. Sutherland whips in a very mediocre ball, but John takes it down for the moment. No Finley. Finley goes back to Orozco. And Orozco just chips this one out of touch. Throw into the attackers.
yeah,
Into the 15th minute of play. It's 1-0 for the attackers. Goal coming in the 4th minute of play off the boot of the man Kadeem Riley with an absolute brilliant strike. It was a rocket there that left Josiah Perez completely beaten. Here come the attackers again on the left-hand side. And the good challenge initially. But the attackers are still fighting out there. It's Chadwick Samuel who's still battling. And he will win the ball. Chadwick tries to get past one too many. And the Salsa ballers can look to clear. Oh, but does just a bit too much. And dispossess there. Referee Harding says it's a Salsa ballers through. But the attackers do not agree. Deans. Oh, that's a bit risky, but Tyreek John does well to clean up. Now Eric Gokaran. Going to send this one long. Looking for Desroy Finley. They come again. Ball inside. Looking for the reverse pass now. He will find it.
no.
But the AR on the near side here. And Millington says he's offside.
Yeah, certainly. And seen at least two so far that he missed, and this time catching that one, making sure no mistake was made there. Good control there from John. The ball is with Gale. It's blocked.
Gale out wide to Finley. Finley tries to get this one inside quickly. He was looking for Naldo. And he is somebody we've not seen very much of today thus far, the man Naldo. Of course, Naldo having been a talisman for the Salsa ballers for a number of years. Good ball through, looking for Ricardo John. And the keeper was off his line quickly.
Yeah, well read there by the goalkeeper. Not taking any chances, Charles. Even though John was challenged there by Special, but he's giving it away.
And the ball over the top. Man goes down. And referee Hongley is going to consult with his air on the far side.
Well, that certainly looks a little bit clumsy there by the defender. And the Salsa ballers might be in things here. Certainly the player was taking out. Yes, player was only taken out. And what is it going to be? Well, a referee is discussing. a drop ball. I'd certainly like to see the replay for that one. But
No, Ricardo John definitely wanted that call there.
well, the player certainly looks as though he was upended there, challenging for the ball, and I.
Ooh, it looked a bit clumsy, I must say, from Ricardo John. They're going down rather easily on the far side. Whipped in. And this one will be cleared out wide now. Casa. I believe that may be the first touch with Tariq Sampson. Here they come again, driving away at pace. Oh, that's a good shot. And well, Josiah Perez was definitely worried. But the attackers on the counter-attack, they are looking rather dangerous.
Yeah, the transition defense there from the midfield for the Salsa ballers is not as sharp as they would like for it to be, as compared to some of the other matches we would have seen them play. And it won't want to go 2 goals down. Certainly looking to see how they can get back on equal terms here. But there was a good shot and goal, good save there by the goalkeeper.
Whipped in towards Beard, who has a shot. That's a good block initially. Still there now. And Garfield just chips this one backwards towards rushing him. Now Mason, again, doesn't have the legs he used to, does the man Mason. And that's a clumsy challenge.
That's almost looked like a foul again there to me. But Mellington says it's a throw-in.
So the Salsa ballers, they are 1-0 down. And as you mentioned earlier, the transition play, it's been a bit slow. Their response to the counter-attack has been a bit slow. Their reaction to the play has been slow. But here comes Ricardo John, who's certainly not slow over on the left-hand side, but he'll be called offside.
I think, well,
I don't know about
that one certainly.
That may be a bit dubious.
Well,
looking at the replay of this one here.
Seems though he's onside because he's.
I think that's a bit naughty from AR over there on the far side.
Onside.
It looked like Ricardo John was onside. Here comes Rasheem Thompson. Rasheem goes inside to Beard, flicks one over the top. Ooh, and that's a crucial touch by Tyreek John, but he gives it away to Beard. Beard has Chadwick Samuel, who will be caught offside.
Yeah, they have not looked as sharp and as fluid as they're accustomed to, that we have seen them playing so far, the Salsa ballers. And it's 20 minutes and have taken quite a bit of time to hit their strides.
Well, I must say it's not been the best of Salsa, but here they come now with Tyreek Sutherland, who's skillful. Sutherland tries to chip one over towards the far post, but this one is blocked. And Rasheem is trying to drive. Looking forward towards Cardney. But here come the Salsa ballers once again with Tyreek Sutherland, as Ricardo John was not on the same page as the rest of his team.
I thought he'd think that he was actually coming from an offside position, but from my vantage point here, it seems as though the man on the far side kept him on. So
here comes Chadwick Sutherland. Chadwick Samuel, sorry. Chadwick tries to get around the outside once again. Chadwick Samuel. And well defended in the end by Joel Orozco. Well, I don't know if you've noticed this, but the majority of the attackers' attacks have come from that left-hand side. And I'll get back to my point. There comes Ricardo John. Ricardo lays one off towards Naldo, who finds Finley with a shot. This one goes wide. But what I've noticed is that the Salsa ballers formation seems to be a bit imbalanced, because they have Brad, who's playing as a left wing back, but they don't have an actual right wing back on the far side because we're seeing the man Finley is being caught rather high upfield. So it allows for the man Kadeem Riley to exploit the space in behind, in between where Finley should be and where the man Eric Okoran is.
Well, they just not on the same page yet. And even Sutherland, who has really been playing some good football so far, has not hit his strides as yet. And so
here comes Kadeem Riley. Again, Riley finds the man Chadwick Samuel. That's a good save by Perez. And as I mentioned once again, that space over on the left-hand side for the attackers is being exploited because the Salsa ballers are playing a bit imbalanced. Here comes Ricardo John. John is still driving. Ricardo John. And that's good defending by Sheffield Brooks.
Yes, good defending there by Brooks. The pace of Brooks really keeping up to the pace of John and not making it easy for him at all. He has to be thinking and be doing much more work to get around the defense there for the attackers. So far they've been able to maintain this 1-goal lead and has looked the more likely to score again.
Here they come again. Kadeem Riley's hacked on from behind. And that's not a good challenge by Eric Gokaran.
We see Naldo speaking. The transition defending is
but I have to again go back to how I believe the man Coach Leon would have preferred for it to be lined up. I think he may have wanted either the 3-5-2 or the 3-4-3 with Finley playing as a right midfielder / right wing back and Brad on the other side. But what it seems like is that with Finley pushing so high upfield, it's forced him to go to a back four, and that's left the man Eric Gokaran, who is left-footed and not a right back, very much exposed on the far side.
Well, it's no problem pushing upfield, but if you push upfield when the play breaks down.
Well, it's a good free kick. It's built, and they get in each other's way. Not gone yet. Garfield is in there, and in the end, they will not win a corner. It will be, well, it was a goal kick signaled by the AR, but referee Harding says it will be a corner.
Well, living dangerously again. The Salsa ballers, that one could have easily ended up into the back of the net, but some good clearance there by the defense there. Was able to save the day, but they've still got a corner to defend. And
it's going to be whipped in here. It's a good ball to the back post. Ooh, Perez was certainly worried about that one.
Yeah.
Taken quickly. Ricardo John will find Sutherland, who tries to feed one through towards Jaron Gale. Gale, who is speedy, will lay this one off to Ricardo John, who's trying to send Jaron Gale running again, but goalkeeper Gomez was off his line quickly and will collect. That's a good ball as well. Very good skill. Whipped over the top. Looking for Cardinal Rene. Rene will win the battle. Garfield has a shot, but he's offside.
All day, every day, offside. Both players offside. Yes. And Rene Cardinal is saying he's on, but certainly offside.
Jaron Gale loses out to Rashim, who's been playing at right back today, and he's not done the worst job in the world, having to contain the man Tariq Sutherland for the majority of the game. Here they come again on that side, and again the defender has to come across.
Yeah, there is.
That right-hand side of the Salsa Ballers defense has been causing huge problems.
It's just getting a lot. It's almost as if they're playing with a man shot or something. They're just getting overrun in midfield, just making spaces not getting close to the ball as much as we would like.
I believe that this may be the idea that Coach Leon would have wanted to go with, this 3-4-1-2 sort of formation, with Finley playing as a right wing back and Brad as a left wing back. But what has happened is that Finley has gone forward and has forced him to make it more of really a 4-3-3. And with them having a 4-3-3, the man Eric is being very exposed due to both Kadeem Riley and Sampson being over on that far side. So it's very much 2 against 1 for a majority of the time. And the attackers, they're able to exploit that side, because if you've noticed, Kadeem Riley started centrally. But when they saw that they had so much space out there to exploit, they moved him out wide. Here comes Gale, back to John, and Special does well again.
Whatever they're doing, they're not getting close enough to the ball as they ought to be getting, and they are leaving a lot of space for the attackers team to at least play the football and get in and goal, and that's causing them a problem.
Finley chips one in, and it's cleared up towards Kadeem Riley. Chips one over the top, out wide. The attackers again over on their left and on the Salsa Baller's right. Brilliant ball through. Kadeem Riley's in here. And that was a crucial deflection, because once again, the Salsa Ballers were exposed.
And again, look at where the play got broken down from. Finley, bad pass. Ball played into center midfield, goes wide. There is nobody out there. Finley just keep charging back. So they are not defending as a unit, and they are not defending when the player is broken down. It's just like they're waiting for the 3 defenders, the 4 defenders there at the back to really clean things up. And so they really would need to get a lot more tighter and defend together.
Oh, that's a bit risky by the man Tyreek John. Was almost dispossessed, but Orozco was there to clean up. Ball over the top, looking towards Ricardo John. John has a man breaking away free. Instead, ups the cut inside, has space for a shot. He'll take a shot, and this one will roll harmlessly wide, out for a goal kick.
So yeah, the idea, good idea, and maybe he would have wanted to get a little bit more height and lift on that one, but we're seeing where he was really trying to place that ball on the far corner, but maybe the distance was just a little bit much for him. So we're looking at
Here they come again. He's still driving. It's going to find Ricardo John. Ricardo John, surely! Well. Referee Harding, stop proceedings, I believe. Ricardo John is absolutely furious.
That's a bailout.
I don't know if there was a foul, because if there wasn't a foul, he would have had no reason to stop the play in that instance.
But we have seen, if you looked at the game, Real Madrid against Man City, it was a foul. But they allowed
to continue with the advantage,
and a goal event from that. Not good at all. Not
referee Harding is Ricardo John is absolutely livid. A huge call by referee Harding.
You play the advantage. You can always call the play back afterwards. Certainly.
Look back at the replay. Yes, Tariq Sutherland was fouled,
he was fouled,
but you can play the advantage, and Ricardo John was clearly through.
Yes.
Well.
And that's
John. Free kick taken, deflected, and cleared. What a bailout for the
certainly
attackers.
a bailout there, certainly.
A huge call to make in a huge game. Sutherland will run out of real estate and will not win the throw-in.
And Sutherland has just upped the ante a little bit, getting more into the game, having more possession of the ball and making it work for his team. But we saw that there just a while ago. Could have easily been 1-1, but bailed out by the referee's whistle, yes.
Here comes Beard. Beard still driving, and Beard is dispossessed. Good tackle there by Jordan Deans. He's going to try and whip this one forward to John. Carl John sends one through. Looking for the return pass. Will receive it now. John forward towards Gale, and Special will clear. Good tussle in the midfield, and Tyreek John goes back towards Orozco. That's careless. Cardinal Rene is in here. Cardinal Rene to make it 2-0. Brilliant save. My word, that is some save by Josiah Perez.
Roscoe not looking himself at all there, and goalkeeper bailing him out there again, carelessly. Loose pass there. Trying to find his player there, but not realizing that Cardinal was right in the vicinity, right into the lane of the ball, and had a clear through path and goal, and having a shot, but the keeper equal to the task. Corner kick taken
Ball
quickly.
whipped in, good ball in, but Perez is equal to that one. Boots this one high towards Gale. Special misses the header. Ricardo John sends this one through to Jaron Gale, who takes a long touch, wins the foot race, and the keeper made a good save.
Wow.
Gale has stayed down, but Gomez came off his line quickly, and he was able to close down the angle, so Jaron Gale could not get a clean shot off.
Yeah, I probably would want to have that one back. Just would want to have the touch not as hard as he really did there. Probably just touched it just a little too hard, trying to get the space and the speed to run on it, but the keeper equal to the task, coming well. Here's the attackers and the attack again.
Again, from that side, the attackers has a chance to whip one in there. Instead, opted to cut back towards Beard. Beard has a shot. This one is blocked. Back with, I think that's Sampson out there, who will find Beard.
Now we're seeing the flag going up. The referee not
acknowledging it.
Yeah.
Kessa. No, Mason. The bad pass, and ball forward by Sutherland will find the man Ricardo John. John gets inside once again. John still driving. John goes down. Referee Harding says penalty kick.
Well, this time, yes, this time, Mason.
Well, I think we're seeing a tussle now, because Naldo and Ricardo John both want the penalty. And I think Ricardo John wins in the end. But the man, Shami Naldo Charles, wanted that penalty kick.
Well, why is Naldo wanting to take that kick? You've got your premier goal scorer doing all the hard work.
Ricardo John.
Why are you stepping up to take that kick?
John up against Gomez. Ricardo John steps up and buries it. Absolutely wonderful penalty by Ricardo John. He was robbed of a first goal, but he's brought the Salsa Ballers back onto level terms.
Yes, Naldo needs to know, needs to be aware of the game and what is happening in the game. He has not had many touches, has not been playing a big role so far into the build-up play. To want to step up to take that penalty kick, I think is a little bit ingenious on his behalf.
And as we did suspect, Garfield can't continue. Again, an early substitution for him. He's going to be replaced by Chetty Joseph.
Yes, and Chetty just came in from Dominica. He did play on the forward line for the attackers, and so we will wait to see what he brings to the table.
Makes attackers a certainly more dangerous threat. The man Chetty Joseph. As you go deeper and deeper into this tournament, guys will be getting fitter and more guys will be coming back. Yeah, we should see an even more improved quality of football in what's already been a high quality tournament.
Yes, and this is going to be a good match. We will see a good second half. I'm certainly sure, coming from the Salsa Ballers as well. The attackers will have different ideas. Here we see a cross coming through, but blocked there by the defender there. Cleared out partially, only as far as the boot of who's that? Number 10. That looks like not Casa. Number 10. No, Casa is wearing number 10.
Well, here comes the Salsa Ballers. Ball whipped forward, looking for Jaron Gale, but Special will clear. Special goes out wide towards, I think that's the man, Samson. Can go back inside, go back to Mason. Mason turns, will find Beard, who loses out. Here come the Salsa Ballers, breaking at pace. He can lay it off. Opts to cut this one back now to Ricardo John, who beats the man and puts it over the bar.
Yes, John would like to have that one back, just making all the right move, but not getting it to dip, not getting it down at all. Having a shot and goal there, but just going way over the bar, and no trouble there to the goalkeeper there in the attacker's goal. It's still 1-1. We're into the 48th minute of play, and it's been end-to-end action here, end-to-end battle here between these two teams. We've seen where the only goal was scored by the attackers, and they held on to that lead for quite a long time, but it's now equalized with the Salsa Ballers getting on board, and I'm certainly sure that will boost their confidence somewhat, and we'll see better play, but giving away there.
Oh, here comes Chetty. Chetty, his first action since returning to the attackers. He gets inside Chetty, still going Chetty Joseph. Chetty lays this one off to Cardinal Rene. Rene chips one to the back post to a wide open man who finishes. And once again, the attackers have the lead. And once again, that right-hand side of the Salsa Ballers defense is exposed.
Well, I have to see how far down was Cardinal.
I will say he was onside because I think Joel Orozco was playing deeper behind the ball, and that allowed for Cardinal to just drift wide and deep and remain onside. And the vision he displayed for a young man, instead of getting a bit anxious and taking the shot to chip it to the back post to a man who was wide open, and I believe it was the man, was it Riley or was it Beard? We will get confirmation in a second. But either way, it's poor defending once again. And once again, it's from that right-hand side. And I hate to do the finger pointing. But Finley, that would have been your man to mark had you decided to track back.
Well, they are down again, and we'll have to start over again. We are just about 3.5 minutes away from the halftime, but it's Salsa Ballers anti-attack. Nice move there, but cut out there by Rashid, giving it away there. Ball is with Sutherland again.
Chips one forward to Ricardo John, who goes out wide, and a ball chipped up And Gomez will take care of this one rather easily. Into the 43rd minute of play. And in a big game amidst the weekend of big games, this has certainly lived up to the hype thus far. It's 2-1 to the attackers. And this has been a wonderful game of football. We've seen end-to-end action, both teams attacking, both teams going for goal as Castle whips one forward and Chadwick will let it run. But the man there in Chedi couldn't get control of that one. Here comes Ricardo John. John gets inside a bit too easily to Jaron Gale, whose missed touch will allow for goalkeeper Gomez to deal with it.
He's trying to play the return pass, but missed it. And
tackles again. Good ball forward. And Orozco misses. It's a chance to make it 3-1. He puts this one into the back of the net. Can you believe it? The attackers are running away with this one in the first half. That's a hat trick for Kadeem Riley. And he has had himself an absolute field day out on that left-hand side.
Well, I don't know what is happening to Roscoe today, but he certainly must be saying, well, today is not my day at all at the office. And you've seen on a number of occasions where he has been found wanting. Maybe John will probably need to take up more of the role from the back, because he certainly looks the more sharper, looks the more composed, the more depth to really negate the attack from the attackers. Roscoe has not really been in sync here at all today.
But if you just look at how the Salsa balls are set up from the kickoff, everything about it is unbalanced.
Yes, but
it's a rather unbalanced formation with heavy. It seems to be heavy traffic on this left-hand side.
I understand, but you got players getting towards the ball. You cannot allow yourself to be beaten so easily. You're getting players towards the ball, and you're not even trying to jockey or to hold up the player so that you can get more help. It's just to free for all there, and that's because of the poor defending.
Well, Joel Orozco has been one of the best defenders in this AFL this season, but today he's having an absolute nightmare.
Just not his day today at all.
Rennie, as we're going to have 2 minutes of added time, and Brad misses now. Here comes Chetty. Chetty trying to turn, but won't be able to get past Sutherland. Good challenge there in the midfield by Beard, who will win a free kick. And that looks like it will be a yellow card for someone, and I think it will be the man Tyreek Sutherland.
Just giving attackers too much time in the middle of the field with the ball as well. And it is causing them a bit of a bother, because they're not challenging from midfield. And there's a lot of space that is to be had at the back line as well, especially over on that right-hand side. And that is something that they would need to fix. I'm looking at Finlay now to see what will be his position, because he certainly has not been helping over on that side.
We've sent Mason forward, as it's whipped in now by Beard. Trying to turn this Kadeem Riley. But here come the Salsa Ballers looking to break with Gokaran. Now whips forward, looking for Tyreek John, but got a good header by the man Special, and cleared by Rashim Kassa. And again, a missed opportunity for a clearance will result in an attacker's attack. But here comes Jordan Deans now. Still Deans. Looking for an option. Taken down by Jaron Gale, who turns inside. Gale is driving. Gale tries to slip one through to Ricardo John. Now picked up by Kadeem Riley. Riley slides one to Cardinal Rene. Rene here on this right-hand side. Rennie. Oh, that's a wonderful turn. And Chetty's going to find Chadwick. Chadwick trying to find space. And a bit too long. And referee Harding will call time on this one. An absolute horror show for the Salsa Ballers defense thus far. It's 3 goals to 1 in favor of the attackers.
Yes, they have not looked themselves this afternoon, and will certainly be happy that it's halftime, and they'll be looking to see how best they can sort things out and how they can regroup, re-strategize, and see how best they can get back into this match. But so far, the attackers team has looked the better so far, having 3 goals to show for it, and other talking points and talking ideas for the salsa ballers. They'll certainly need to get back into the pick of things. They would need to at least start to play better, both in all areas of this on the football field.
They have been panicking on the attack. They have been panicking in the defense, and it's resulted in the attackers who would have came to this game in not the best of form, going into the halftime whistle with a scoreline they wouldn't have expected. It's 3 goals to 1.
Well, and till we get back in about 10 minutes time, we will take you back to Master's Control for the break. But we still got another enthralling 45 minutes for you in this opening week 6 of our weekend matches in the AFL. Well, welcome back as we are just about to get ready to start the second half of this match for this evening, this week 6 opening week for matches slated for this week. Tomorrow we'll have another set of games for you as well. One of the games that is slated to be played, is it on Sunday? That has been postponed, or is it? Yeah. And so it's going to be um, a great weekend of football for you to have a look at. This one, this match has been very interesting and exciting so far. And if you are one of those players, one of those supporters who are backing the blue, you might feel very comforted, very comfortable. I'm certainly sure that the Salsa Ballers for this 45 minutes will be giving it their all. They won't want to lose another match for this encounter so far. They have only lost one match so far, has played some very good football this evening, have not displayed such, but they'll be looking to certainly do much better in this 45 minutes. Doctor, I say welcome back.
Oh, yes, and this does promise to be such an exciting weekend of footballing action. Because even after today, tomorrow we have the Uprising FC will be taking on the Limers in a game that could prove vital in this top 4 seeding. As we are only into week 6, but points are vital at this stage. And if the Uprising win, they'd be able to overtake the Limers into 3rd position. As that's risky there again. And Chetty is trying to pick this one up. Then following that Uprising game, it will be the Diamonds FC coming up to do battle against the Kicks United. Another huge game.
Yes, and so great weekend of matches for you. I will not see Sunday's game for so sure.
Sunday, that's going to be the big one.
Yeah.
It's going to be the 2 top teams in this AFL thus far doing battle, as it's the Docks United. They'll be taking on the Roaring Lions FC. As the shot comes in, this one will be blocked.
It's going to be a corner kick. Attackers trying to increase their 3 goals that they have scored so far. The Salsa Ballers, I'm certainly sure that they would have talked much in the dressing room and try to see how best they can at least just peg a goal back and go from there.
Ball comes in all the way to the back post. Looking for space. We'll whip a ball in now. And Chetty will turn and try to win this one. Good tussle and boot it upfield. Only as far as Casa. Now out wide by Rene. To O'Reilly, who whips a good ball in there. We'll find Kadeem Riley. Riley drives one in. It's 4-1. Can you believe it? The Salsa Ballers are capitulating before our eyes. The attackers are running rampant. It's 4-1.
Wow. What can you say? The player there taking the ball down almost on the touch line there, the goal line, and was able to just push this across the face of goal. No clearance. Ball ended up in the back of the net from the boot of who would have scored that one.
Looking at the replay now, it was Kadeem Riley getting himself an assist. I think it's Chadwick Samuel, the man out there who put that one in. Yes, it was Chadwick Samuel. Well, can you believe it? The Salsa Ballers are absolutely crumbling.
Well, just getting beaten badly here today. They not look themselves at all.
And again, I think this boils down to them just not training I've not seen the salsa ballers train. And usually I'm up at OKPS where they usually do their training. And I've not seen anyone up there, bar maybe the man Brad one day. Not seen anyone for the salsa ballers training. They just look completely outmatched and unprepared. And for a team with as much talent as Salsa Ballers has, this is a complete disaster show. Here they come again, being opened up again, out wide with Chetty. Chetty whips a ball in. This one's going to find Chadwick. Chadwick tries to slip one through, and eventually the man Eric can look to clear. Boots it long to Gale. Gale to Naldo. Naldo out wide to Ricardo John. John takes a touch out wide. John looking for a man in the box to find. He'll cut this one back. Chance to take the shot on. He doesn't take the shot on. Not done as yet. As Tyreek John will drive one in. Mason blocks it.
That's the man who wanted to take the penalty. You're going to get closer than that. The penalty was a lot further than that, right?
Naldo Charles refused to shoot it. And here they come again. Cardinal Rennie. Rennie driving down the outside. Rennie puts one in towards Chadwick, and he can't get the ball under control. Perez boots it long. Joran trying to turn. Joran sends one forward that goalkeeper Gomez will deal with. Four goals to one in the 50th minute. Unless we see something absolutely miraculous, the Salsa Ballers will have been they would have been decimated here today. This has been a horror show. And the tackles aren't done yet, as it will take some good defending by the man out there. And it looks like Tyreek John. But it will be actually, that was the man Brad, but it's going to be a throw into the attackers.
Probably need to do some high pressing, get the attackers off of their game a little bit, to get into to push them a little bit more further back. They've just been giving them too much space to play the football.
I have to say, oh wow. Well then,
what happened there just now?
He just decided he didn't want to play anymore and just kicked it out. Well then, but here come the Salsa Ballers now, driving forward and running out of room. Picked up by the man Chetty, only as far as Naldo. Naldo tries to put one in, and Gomez will deal with it.
So he just kicked it into touch? Is that what you said?
He just kicked it out for a throw-in. I don't think he wanted it. Riley finds Beard. Beard to Kessa. Kessa turns and has the option out wide. He will use him. Trying to go forward with a good read of the play. And I must say, for a team that's chasing this game, the Salsa Ballers, they do not have enough pressure, and the attackers trying to win the ball high upfield. Seem like they're content to sit back and then allow the attackers to make a mistake, then try to hoof it forward. And I don't know if that's the best course of action when you're trailing.
Yeah, they certainly need to get more. They need to put more pressure on the ball. It's just a little bit too easy for the attackers.
What a welcome to the AFL this has been for the attackers. They have not been at their very best, but the difference between these two sides is that the attackers have been training. They have been putting in some training there at the Coronation Park, and you can clearly see the difference.
Well, it's the day at the office that the Salsa Ballers will maybe just, this today is not a good day to be at the office at all. You see a
Ball whipped in. Oh, and Samson was trying to get there, but he was put off there by a swing of the foot.
Is it going to be a throw-in for the attackers?
Yes, it will be an attacker's throw. Samson takes it back now. Still Samson in towards Kadeem Riley. And Sutherland will put this one out for a corner. Sorry, that's Finley, I believe. Well, Finley's back doing some defensive work right now. I think the Salsa Ballers would have appreciated that some maybe 50 minutes earlier when Kadeem Riley opened the scoring.
Well, the 3 goals down. Still have time.
Beard whips in a good ball. This one is headed clear. And then an attempt to hoof it upfield. Now here's Tyreek Sutherland. Sutherland has Ricardo John running, and his missed touch will allow for Jaron Gill to try and get through. But Rashim is back there doing a job and winning a free kick.
I think he was just trying to get sometimes you don't generally necessarily have to have full control to just make that pass. That ball could have been poked to John on the far side. He was trying to make sure that he had a hold of it in order to pass it, and in an effort to do that, what you realize happened was that Rashid was able to come across and intercept the play, and in doing so, winning a kick from there as well. So I wouldn't say that that all is lost,
well,
even though they are 3-0 down.
You can't say that.
But
they have so much attacking talent that you can't say that. But regardless of the result, what we can say is that for 56 minutes thus far, the Salsa Ballers have played some very poor football.
They will definitely need to get a move on things if they will want to at least maybe get a point out of this game.
But especially by their standards, they've not been good thus far. But again, they have so much attacking talent, you can never say that the game is over. Samson. Chadwick in a tussle that he will not win. Deans trying to whip this one forward now with Sutherland. And Ricardo John will win. A good touch as well by Ricardo John. And instead of trying to play that pass out wide to Jaron Gale, he took the extra touch and lost a great attacking position. And that's a foul by Jordan Deans. Free kick taken quickly. Rashim tries to boot it forward towards Chadwick, but Perez will collect. Forward. And Special wins the header. He's had a good game today, has the man Special, having to mark one of the best strikers in this AFL in Ricardo John for most of this one. Finley takes it down. Lumps it out wide. Not the most convincing, but it got the job done. And Beard sends a ball out wide, looking for the man Chadwick Samuel. But well read defensively. Here come the Salsa Ballers with Brad. And Brad gives it away. Beard trying to chip one forward towards Chetty. Now Deans. Ricardo John turns well. Gets inside Ricardo John. He's going to make it 4-2. And this game is not over just yet.
Brilliant play there from John. Good strength, good tenacity to hold the player off and control, shifting the defender there, cutting back on his strong foot and giving the goalkeeper no chance at all. And as like I said earlier, they are not out of the woods. Matter of fact, all is not lost with regards to the scoreline in this game so far, but they would need to give themselves even more chance, because if you realize if they put the pressure on, if they start to push and turn the screws a lot more on the attackers, a goal can come at any point at any moment. But they'll have to do that with some form of consistency in order to at least get further back into this game.
Now they'll lay this one off to Jordan Deans. Chips one forward again to Ricardo John. And booted high. Special leaves it. And goalkeeper Gomez had to go up. And he goes up well. Ooh, I'm having a bit of a tussle there. Just outside the 6-yard area. And Mason, who was a police officer doing his duty there, stepping in and really calming down the situation. It looked like the man Tyreek Sutherland was getting into a bit of a tussle with an attacker's player.
Yes, it's high stakes. Moments are high. The attackers themselves would say, well, we were up some 3 goals. And they will want to make sure that they grab all 3 points. The Salsa ballers, they themselves say, well, guys, we are not far behind. It only takes 1 goal. It can only take a couple of seconds to really score a goal. And they've got a lot of time in this game. They'll have to make sure that they use their possession wisely and start to really press a little bit more, closing out the attackers, not giving them the space that they have enjoyed so far to really string some passes and create some opportunities that has seen them scored some 4 goals. If they can really push themselves, the Salsa ballers, I'm certainly sure they may well come away with a point, if not all 3 points, but they'll have to do that on a consistent basis until the final whistle would have blown. So they can't allow themselves to be caught napping in no areas of the playing field, so to speak. That's the only way they'll at least garner something from this match.
Well, the referee just waiting for the Medics to walk off the field, and he think he'll be dishing out cards to both players. So both Kassa and the man Tyreek Sutherland will be picking up a yellow card. But wait, Sutherland should be off the field, because if I made a note purposely that Sutherland had a yellow card in the first half, and he's just received a second yellow. Tyreek Sutherland should be off the field of play.
Well, we've seen.
Well, I don't. This is certainly a development. Referee Harding took away a goal from the Salsa ballers in the first half, but he's repaid the favor by allowing Tyreek Sutherland to remain on the field of play.
Well, I don't think he can hear it from through here, so.
My goodness, I wish he could. I wish he could. Here they come again. Will they take advantage of this break? Out wide to Finley. Finley. Again, Finley.
Rubbish there. I know what Finley was trying to do there at all. This is just disgusting.
And I think Josiah John is calling over referee Harding. And will this be the end of Tyreek Sutherland's night? Sutherland should be off the field of play.
Well, I guess someone must someone in the stand probably would have said something because the fourth official should.
Well.
No, well, you see, they have not recorded anything, so
this is something.
They haven't recorded.
Can you believe it?
They haven't recorded
when we thought that we couldn't see anything else, we've just seen a man somehow, some way survive. He should have been off.
Well,
he talked to the fourth official and the match referee, and somehow Tyreek Sutherland has not been sent off the pitch.
Well,
Just looking at the face of Trevor Rouse down below us, he does not look particularly pleased.
no one has been is aware of what has transpired.
I don't think
The
anyone in the
players,
stadium may realize it except for us up here in the booth.
but it's what it is. So to fight another day is the attackers, but I really must commend.
Oh, he shifts him. Chance for a shot on goal. It goes over.
Oh no. I'm very much impressed with the John, the attacker who's playing for the Salsa Ballers as well.
Ricardo
He
John.
is playing his heart out. He is not giving anything away at all. If the whole squad could adapt that mentality, they probably would be in business here this evening.
Sutherland driving. Sutherland gets past Mason, whips in a ball there. Picked up now by Finley. Finley to Orozco. Orozco chips it forward towards Ricardo John. And Special, who looked like he either took that one to the face or really dramatized that one. Either way, he's gone down.
Well, he did took something, but accidental. A little bit of drama in it as well, but it wasn't intentional at all. But making a meal of it. Yeah. So just some stop starts we have seen here. It's a possibility that the
Taking long. Eric wins the header. And now header's won by number 20 for the attackers. And the man, Tarek Sampson. Eric once again. Eric, who will lose out to Kadeem Riley. Kassa trying to find Beard. Now Deans is driving. Deans finds Naldo. Naldo inside. Naldo cuts it back. And it's going to be out for a corner.
Ronaldo doing the right thing, going by line and cutting it back, but the defender there reading the lane and reading well and making sure that that one didn't pass him, putting a one into touch for a corner kick there. We will see whether the Salsa Ballers can capitalize on this one.
Corner comes in. It's a good ball in. It bounces around. Header comes across. Still a bit of a scramble. Not cleared yet. Finley misses the ball. And eventually the attackers can break away with Chadwick Samuel. I don't know many guys who can keep up with him. But he runs out of real estate.
No one needs to keep up with him because he's running himself the wrong way. This game can get interesting from here.
I don't know if this game can give us anything else. It's had everything. Goals taken away, wonder goals scored, simple tap-ins. We've had missed red cards. We've had absolutely everything thus far. Chips forward, Special will win this header once again. Only as far as Ricardo John, who had a good effort.
A good idea as well, he had said.
Gale plays it back towards Brad. Into Deans. And Jordan Deans drives it forward, looking for Ricardo John. John is in space. John lays this one off. And Sutherland looking for room. Sutherland wiggling his way around down to the outside now. Cuts it back. Slips one through and boots it clear by Mason.
See, just under a little bit of pressure is the attackers team. They have not been able to drive forward as they would like.
Orozco finds Deans. Deans past the man easily. And all of a sudden, it's all Salsa Ballers on the attacking front. As I see that, here comes Rashim. Rashim to Chetty, who turns, looking for an option out wide. He'll find it in Sampson. Sampson breaking away, cuts this one inside, gets the reverse pass as well. Sampson getting forward, trying to find some space, and beats Finley, but good covering by Joel Orozco.
Finley.
Now we are going to see Romain Kabi making his way onto the field of play for the attackers momentarily.
Well, who is he going to replace? Maybe
Well, we have seen the man Cardney. He's grown out of this game. Slowly as the game has gone on, he's been less and less involved. As Kadeem Riley goes down, referee Harding says, nothing doing. Taken quickly, Castle takes it down. In towards Beard. Beard's ball is intercepted. It's a good turn as well. Looking long for Ricardo John. Once again, Special is there. But here's Ricardo John once again. John in space. John gets past Special. Goes down. Referee Harding says, get up.
well, if the first one was a penalty, then what is that one? I don't get that one at all.
Sampson. Beard. To Chetty. Goes inside towards Cardney, and Cardney loses out. Orozco. To Brad. Brad. Still Brad. Oh, good turn there by the man Brad. Finds Tyreek Sutherland. Sutherland chips it over the top towards Jaron Gale. And Gale just won't win anything aerial against Special. A good touch there by Cardinal Rennie. Rennie. Still Cardinal Rennie. Sends one forward towards Chadwick. Chadwick. That's a good challenge there. A wonderful challenge by Orozco. He's had a much better second half as the man Joel Orozco. Chips it forward, looking for Naldo. Naldo takes it down. And a good interception there by Beard. Casa. Out wide to Cardin, who takes it down brilliantly. Cardin is in space as well. Tries to whip in an early cross, but he was not on the same page as his teammates. Out of touch for a goal kick.
Cardin is having a pretty good game here this evening.
The young man, just 15 years old, having a very good game. Finley. Still Finley. Finley still driving. Finley. Finley once again. Well, he won a free kick this time.
Finley. Well,
the man has gone down for the Salsa Ballers.
oh, maybe just a little cramp there.
Looks like it's Orozco behind there, possibly. No, it's not Orozco. We do have John Deans with a left foot who can put this one goalward. It's actually Tyreek Sutherland, the man who's down.
Yeah, it seems as though his legs are cramping up. As you can see, the attackers players there getting themselves rehydrated. And
It's going to be Casa, who will be replaced by Romain Kabi. So the veteran there in Casa, his night is over. do have a coach today, man. The man Khalid Brooks. He doesn't have to play.
He
The attackers have so many bodies now. He is taking over the coaching duties.
he did hinted that he didn't really want to play this evening, so I guess he's probably getting his wish.
Kabi coming onto the field of
We
play.
can certainly look at that replay again at that penalty to see, and as we see,
Deans. Good free kick off the crossbar. Well then, Jordan Deans definitely had a great effort at goal, and Gomez was beaten, but just a bit too high, hitting off the crossbar.
that was a rocket of a shot, beating the outstretched push of the Gomez there in goal, and the goalkeeper's best friend, the crossbar, was actually saved the day. But it's the Salsa ballers again cleared out there.
Put it upfield there by Samson. As far as goalkeeper Perez, well, very casual by goalkeeper Perez.
Just
Gives
took
away a throw-in.
took a little too long to play it. It's almost as if he was waiting for it to roll into the back. Should have knocked it out quickly.
Kadeem Riley. Let's look again now, Riley. Riley turns. Chetty. Back to Riley. Riley driving. Riley tries to have an effort at goal that Orozco will block. Pick this one up now, Will Orozco. And boot it upfield. A battle that will be won in the end by Chetty. Special now. Now all the way out wide. Kabi trying to send this one forward. Oh, now here comes the Salsa ballers. Ricardo John takes this one inside. John chips one over the top. He couldn't get the ball under control there, could Joran Gale.
Yes, nice move there by John. Really pulling out all the strings, all the stops, but not getting a lot of support that he would like, especially on the front line.
Mason. Samson. Forward to Chetty, who finds Riley. Riley trying to slip one through to Chadwick Samuel. Still Riley. Now Rennie goes out wide to Kabi. Kabi chips one over the top, looking for Chadwick Samuel, and Samuel can't gain possession initially, and it's a free kick to the Salsa ballers.
Certainly a foul there.
Into the 77th minute of play. The Salsa ballers are down 4-2. A hat trick for Kadeem Riley and a goal by Chadwick Samuel. Well, here comes Ricardo John again. Puts up, shot in, a brilliant save initially. The rebound is hooked off the line. The attackers are playing for a win today and playing with their hearts. What a job defensively by the attackers.
So Nala shouldn't put the ball in the back of the net. The ball should have been rocketing in the back of the net. I guess his ego, Naldo, is feeling a little bit. That ball should have been in the net. He had just himself alone to just shoot the ball. He's saying, I'm seeing his hands there gesticulating and then he walks away with a limp as to say, well, I am not in the best of shape. But on any occasion, a striker, a person who's hungry for goal, would have pulled the trigger on that one in the back of the net.
We know Naldo, he's had a very long-term knee injury that he's had for a very long period of time.
Well,
he's been battling through it for a number of years.
Well, that's not an excuse. He just wanted to take a penalty, right? So um, you would say he should have done better with that one. That was an opportunity to at least get a goal back, and
Ball
chances
whipped
going to
in
begin again.
out for another corner. As we're seeing, Perez is playing at centre back now. I don't think he wants to goalkeep anymore. He's up playing at centre back.
Well, the time is running out actually, and
I don't think he'll want to get caught. There's a ball is whipped in. And out of touch, it will be a
no one
goal
is
kick.
on the far side here again. We see Khalid is warming up, so maybe he's saying, well, he'll take 10 minutes.
Time to shut up shop. He is a defensive player, as the man Khalid Brooks.
Still has a chance here as the Salsa ballers, but like I said, they will have to utilize every position, especially in the box, in the area. You see some space there given to
Chetty. Space for Chetty to drive. He's still driving, Chetty. Chetty's still driving. Out wide to Romain Kabi. Kabi has a shot at goal. And absolutely no issue for Josiah Perez. Lumps it forward, does Perez. And the man Beard fell down. And Ricardo John picks it up. John turns. We'll find Finley now. Finley with a good touch. Finley. That's a good ball in as well. And just didn't have the depth on it to find Ricardo John sneaking in at the back post. Beard to Chetty. Chetty tries to send one out wide to Sampson. But well won by Eric. Eric will find Naldo. Naldo to Jordan Deans. Deans to Finley. Finley to Deans. Deans turns. He's hacked at by Rashim. And is forced to go back to Eric, who chips it forward into no man's land. And Kabi will take this one down. Rashim sends one over the top, looking for the speedy Chadwick. And Perez will have a bit of trouble getting this one down. And it's out of touch for a throw-in.
Now look at it. Finley just received the ball here with all that speed that he possesses. And the area is wide open for him to utilize that pace. Why is he knocking the ball back?
It may be a number of factors. Maybe a lack of confidence. Not exactly certain. But in the meantime, it's Beard. Beard. Beard has an effort, and it's over the goal. Beard has certainly, for a team with as close a midfield as Salsa Ballers, the man Beard, he's pretty much been the star of the show in the midfield for the attackers. He's been controlling everything of the attackers' game thus far. And although the man in Kareem Riley will get all the plaudits, the Beard has had a very underrated performance. Eric. Lumped forward. Looking for the speedy Naldo up against the not so speedy Mason. But Mason does well.
Where's Naldo going down?
Well, referee Harding is going to give a card. And I think it will be to Naldo for simulation.
Oh. Well, I'm seeing almost as if he pulled out the red to give a red, but he put it back in his pocket. But Nalo didn't have any cause for going down there trying to buy something. You catch what I'm saying? He tried to get the ball back from Mason. That's what he should have done.
Well, it's going to be with Chetty. Chetty with a loose touch. Picked up by Finley momentarily. Oh, that's a wonderful walk by Chetty to pick this one up again. Chetty driving. Chetty chips it over the top towards Kabi. Kabi is going to be called for an offside. Taken quickly. Chipped forward. Ricardo John lets it run, and Gomez will take no chances. Well, Riley, he's not had as much fun on this right-hand side as he had earlier. And it's simply because Finley has done a lot more defensive work. Ball forward into Joran Gale. Gale looking to turn, looking for space. But I think that there's a huge divide between the midfield line of the Salsa Ballers and their attack, with Naldo pushing forward. It's for Sutherland and Deans to have a very large gap that would not usually be there, with Naldo playing at attacking midfield. As here comes Kabi into the area. It's going to be a corner.
Bradley not defending Kabi well out there at all. Picked up the ball and losing it again to Kabi. As we see a substitute being made, number 8. That's
Rashid Thompson.
Pushing a good shift this evening to help his team. Made some timely stops.
By the man Wabi there, Kelly Brooks.
But John has really played well. 2 goals, and certainly not getting the support he needed.
He has 5 minutes plus extra time to get 2 more, because he's been the only real attacking threat for the Salsa Ballers. Taking short, taking quickly into the area now. Shot comes in. Didn't have the curl it needed. Throw into the Salsa Ballers. Gokaran. Into Naldo. But read there by Khaled Brooks, who tumbles over, but will win the ball as Naldo has stayed down for some reason. And Ricardo John is furious because nobody was pressing. Nobody wanted to press, and he was forced to run from as a striker to come out there and press the ball. He seems to be the only man really trying out there, Ricardo John, right now.
He's ran himself into the ground, really playing hard for his team here, but
Deans. Back to, looks like Tyreek John. Good interception by Special once again. It's a ball forward to Romain Kabi. Kabi. Can't do much with it. It's going to be a corner. Corner kick to the attackers. They're taking their precious time with it. And I'll go short. Back out wide with Beard. Beard whips in a teasing ball that's not cleared initially and now lumped forward. Taken off of Special there by Cardinal Rennie. And he runs all the way across the field. He's played 85 minutes and he sprinted the full width of the field to pick up that one.
That's what the youth does for you.
I don't think we would have been able to see the man Castle doing that. Chipped forward. Khaled Brooks turns. Still Brooks feeds one through, looking for Chadwick Samuel. You can see the man Khaled Brooks playing like Juan Mata there, trying to find those incisive passes through the lines. A bit risky. And Naldo doesn't pick it up. Khaled Brooks. Brooks goes back to Special. Good ball forward to find Sampson. Sampson, brilliant ball out wide. Romain Kabi to finish it off. He goes around the keeper and cleared off the line.
Oh, Good defending there. Is that Roscoe?
It was absolutely brilliant defending, no matter who it was, as we're going to see the number 19 for the attackers. The man who I believe is Joel. He may make his way onto the field of play. Yes, Joel Williams. Coming on momentarily. The attackers are not really focusing on attacking. As the corner is whipped in, and Perez will knock this one clear. Lumped forward to Joran Gale. Gale is going to find his teammate there. And Jordan Deans. Deans is driving. Deans past the couple, but can't get past the third. Now here comes Beard. Beard to Samuel there was just offside because we could see Eric was lagging a bit behind the play. It was taken quickly. They come again, trying to get on the outside. And it will be a Salsa ballers through. We are 5 seconds away from having the 90 minutes played. We're yet to see what added time we will have.
I'm not too sure whether Joel will get on because he's been waiting there for some time now.
We will have
5
5
minutes.
minutes of added time. That's quite enough time for the Salsa ballers to manufacture a couple goals, but not unless the attackers have something to say about it. As here comes the man Chetty, and he loses out. Finley, using his speed. Still Finley. Finley runs himself into no man's land, but wins the throw-in.
It's amazing.
Naldo to Gale. Back to Naldo. Poor pass towards Deans, and he will lose out. Orozco up against the man, Khaled Brooks. Khaled Brooks wins, but good composure by Tyreek John. Back with Tyreek John now. To Brad. Brad has a bit of space to drive into. Instead, opts to chip it forward. Now Deans chips it forward, and Mason will deal with it. And I don't know if chipping it forward is the best course of action against two center backs who are rather physically imposing and special, and the man Mason. Naldo gives it away. Kadeem Riley. He can drive Riley. Chadwick Samuel is offside.
Yes.
Taken quickly to Naldo. And he gives it away
again
to Cardney Rennie. Rennie is running. Rennie over the top, looking for Beard. Beard is still on here, and if he hadn't stopped running, he may have gotten there. And now the substitution can be made. Cardney Rennie will be replaced by Joel Williams. He's had a good game as the young man, Cardney. He is limping. Now Sampson to take the throw. Throws it down into no man's land. Eric hoops it forward. Header won by Kadeem Riley. And now nodded back forward, looking for Ricardo John. He just can't find enough space. He's not been able to manufacture enough space on his own. And he hasn't really had the support he would have needed from his teammates.
No, they certainly didn't get services he would have liked and the support that he would have liked, at least to keep his team in the pick of things here
Once
this
again,
afternoon.
Chadwick Samuel is offside, and I don't know whether it's intentional or not. But he's been guilty of offside about 3 or 4 times in a row now. Taken quickly. We'll find Ricardo John. John gets past one man. John is still driving. John just runs into that physically imposing specimen of Cali Wobby Brooks. Now taken line by Kadeem Riley. That's veteran play by Riley. Riley gets inside. Riley loses out. No driving out with it. And towards Ricardo John, who turns well. Waited a bit too long to pass that one there. And I think that will be all she wrote. I don't think the Salsa Ballers will find their way back into this one. They've just not had it today. Outside of Ricardo John, really, they've not been at the gas. They've not been at their very best. They've not played to the way that we've seen Salsa Ballers play all tournament. It's not been a good showing. And the attackers, they've taken really full advantage of that one. They would have come into this game expecting a battle. But it seems the Salsa Ballers pretty much laid down and allowed the attackers to run rampant over them.
I know it's the way they set up to play, but I would love to see John, number 3, who's playing defense, play in the midfield, because I think he would certainly offer a lot more to this Salsa Ballers teams as well, because he's
to add to that point. In their first game, Neil Gomes played at center back. Brad was out. Tyreek Sutherland played on the left wing, and Tyreek John was in midfield. And that was one of the best games I saw this Salsa Ballers team play. But they've opted to go to Tyreek John at the back, and they've lost that creative link between the midfield and the attack.
He brings a lot of creative links. He brings a lot of tenacity. He links the play well. He hustles well. And he really makes a bad pass. That's something that I love to see in football. But for some reason, today was not the day of the office for the Salsa Ballers. The attackers, they came out and they came out punching. We see some loose defending and the Salsa Ballers as well. 1 or 2 brilliantly taken goal throughout these encounter, but not the best defending from some of the players there for the Salsa Ballers, and certainly have not looked themselves that we have seen so far, because we have seen them play some really good stout football here that was not to be today, and certainly sure they'll go back to the drawing board to come again. We say kudos to attackers. They were the one on the front foot this evening, pressing and taking their opportunities that was given to them, taking them very well as well, and they see themselves scoring 4 goals and getting all 3 points here this evening. So certainly something they will need to continue building on, the attackers, that is. The Salsa Ballers, they too can look at the game and see where they would have gone wrong and try to regroup and recuperate to come again. We want to at least say that John, you can see him there, sweat, I'm certainly down to his boots, really played his heart out to keep his team in things, but it wasn't to be. It was too much for him to carry the load by himself, and he saw his team going down by some 2 goals down.
Yes, but it's been all attackers here at the Raymond Eagleshaw Technical Center. A completely dominant display by the attackers. They've caught the Salsa Ballers off guard. They played their hearts out, and they've deservedly won this game. What a start to a weekend. Ooh, well, Referee Harding, he's not done just yet. He is not done just yet. There's one final twist to what's been a dramatic tale thus far. He's going to call Jaron Gill out of the dugout, out of the dressing room almost.
Well,
Well then,
I thought he was going to share a card because I was thinking a little late for that. No, but
this has been a dramatic
emotions
tale
are running
here.
high. No one ever wants to lose a match and to lose it the way they would have lost it. But that's a part of the game as well. I'm certainly sure that they will be much better in their next encounter. It's 2 rounds of football they should be playing in this year's competition. So all is not lost. There's still quite a bit to play for in this year's tournament as well. As we round up here, we will want to tell you that you can certainly join us tomorrow for 2 games with the at 5 o'clock and then at 7 o'clock. Uprising versus the Limers, and then Diamonds Kicks, and then on Sunday we will only have one match. That's the featured match, the Docks United versus the Roaring Lions at top of the table clash. That should be an encountering mouth-watering one. We would hope that we will see some good football being played, good officiating, and that in the end football will win. So until we come your way again tomorrow, same time, same place, we want to thank you for being with us, for tuning into us. We do hope the commentary and the comments was well received, and we're looking forward to join you tomorrow evening. We bid you good evening, and we take it back to Master Control. Good night.